This video, I'm playing the waiting game. I'm waiting for a moth. Probably the one moth on this whole site. It's a female moth, and I know that where I'm sat now, there's a good chance that she's going to come back to this particular spot. You may wonder, how does he know he's been on the whiskey again? Well, the clue is in front of me. I'm after a female broad-bordered Bee Hawk-moth I would like to film on egg laying. First of all, of course, it's got to appear. But I know that there's a favoured little sprig and area of honeysuckle that's favoured, and I'm presuming it's by the same female, because there are 8 eggs within a very small area, and on a few leaves there's 3 eggs on 1 leaf. And of those 3 eggs, they're all, I think they've been laid at 3 different times or on 3 different days, because the eggs have changed colour. I'll show you those eggs in a minute. In the meantime, I'm going to wait. It would be nice if someone could bring me a drink, preferably with ice in it. My visit may pay off, and my wait may pay off, or it might not. All will be revealed in the fullness of time, and it'll no doubt cost me more time than it will yourselves, because I'll be kind and I'll edit it out all the time that I'm sat waiting. I'm quite kind that way, you know. Now, I've just had a count up of the eggs that are on this honeysuckle. The last count we had was Nick and Samantha Brownley's 8 from yesterday. There were 3 eggs on that leaf, 4 with that one there, 5 and 6, 7 on there, 8 and 9 on those 2 leaves there, and 10 on there. I think my quarry has sneaked back without me looking, or at least while I was wandering elsewhere in this area. Let's hope she comes back, because the eggs are really pure light green, and I think that one, maybe not so much that one, they're new. And of these 3 eggs here, let's just get you close. So these 3 eggs here, I think these have been laid on different days. I think this one at the top on the edge of the leaf here, or nearest to the leaf edge, is the oldest of the 2, because that's going quite yellow now when you compare it to that one, which I think was laid yesterday. That other egg is slightly in between to me. It's not quite as yellow as this outer edge. So I think we've got single eggs laid on the same leaf over a period of 2, if not 3 days. Well, half an hour's passed now, just gone 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Very breezy conditions, so I've just had a little walk up for a quarter of an hour. And just further up the site, found some more honeysuckle growing under the shade of a couple of hollies. It's full of broad-bordered Bee Hawk-moth eggs. I can't believe that it's so common. This must be the best site in Nottinghamshire for it. Its distribution in Nottinghamshire has always been confined traditionally to Clumber Park area, where it's been known for many years now. And there's been odd records since in the last sort of 10 years, including on Thoresby Estate, also Centre Parks as well, and the records that I had at Sherwood Heath near New Ollerton last year, and here at Clipston Old Quarter. It's present here at several sites. Well, more now because I've just added it to a different site. It seems that this is now the best site for broad-bordered Bee Hawk in Nottinghamshire. It's obviously increasing its range for some reason, unless it's just been overlooked, but I don't think it has. The amount of time spent wandering around here over the years, both day and night, would have seen the adults if it had been here before. It'd be nice to see an adult today here. If it does turn up, you can guarantee it'll be brief, but it'd be nice just to get a bit of footage. Well, I've just come back up to that other area I was telling you about, and I have seen an adult going up and down here, but if we turn this bit over, we have 1 egg on here, 3 eggs on there, there's another egg there, and elsewhere there are more. Quite incredible. The adult that I saw sort of came down the side here to about 5 foot height, and then went up and off and over the hollies. Beautiful, this, isn't it? This is a very quiet path. It links a path that runs from sort of east to west along the edge of Sherwood Forest. It joins the country park area to Clipston Old Quarter, really. Heads back towards Edwinstowe. This little tiny path heads up roughly towards the centre tree. I mentioned that it's a quiet little path, and indeed it's a path that I rarely tread on. Have looked along it for glowworm larvae and for female glowworms over the years in the past, never found any down here. At one time, less than 10 years ago really, all what I'm standing in now was pines, all commercial pine forestry, with the odd ancient tucked in amongst it. Now it's a forest of young birch. But doesn't it look beautiful? It looks beautiful because that's exactly what it is. Well, I'm now back at the bit of honeysuckle that I'm staking out. There appears to still be the 10 eggs, just from a quick glance. But broad-bordered Bee Hawk-moths obviously widespread here. I'm sure that it's east more towards the Sherwood Forest Country Park or more towards Edwinstowe way. It would be nice to be able to show you one. But the trouble is, they're fast flyers. At least I've seen one. So you just don't know where to stake out, that's the trouble. But in my experience, the best place to stake out is the place that's visited most frequently, and that's here for a female to lay. The other place would be those other eggs that I showed you further up the site. It's alright, I'm watching all the time, because if this thing does come in, it'll probably be in and out within about 10-15 seconds. So we'll give it a bit longer and see if one does manage to come in.